Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and as you can see I've got my new Thrustmaster GTE Ferrari wheel unboxed. I must apologise, I did do an unboxing video, but I kind of lost the file, so I apologise for that. It was not that exciting, it was just this box here with the wheel inside and a manual. Really was not exciting at all, so I don't think you really missed that much. And if you would like to see an unboxing of the wheel, there are quite a lot of other people that have done those kind of unboxings of this wheel. Anyway, what I thought I would do first is I would show you the comparison between the regular stock T500 RS wheel and the GTE Ferrari wheel. Now I would say one thing I think I'm going to miss from this wheel is the fact that it's got a lot of buttons. It does have a lot of buttons, as you can see. It's got all the PlayStation buttons, whereas on this it's only got what, 6 buttons. 6 buttons, a D-pad, and it looks like a switch, hopefully, if it works. So I would say that's one thing that I'm slightly, well, that I think I will slightly miss. Although I think obviously the Ferrari wheel looks ever so slightly smaller. It's not by a lot, but ever so slightly smaller, and I think it looks actually a lot nicer. I'd rather have the Ferrari logo than the GT logo, you know, the Gran Turismo logo. So it looks pretty cool, which is good. And also with this one you get the paddles that are attached onto the wheel, whereas obviously the stock rim, then you don't actually get that. You have to use the static ones on the wheelbase. So yeah, but I am pretty impressed with this wheel. I do like the way it feels. I mean, it obviously still has the exact same rubberized plastic coating as the stock T500 RS wheel. So I would imagine, like what has happened here, with heavy use, the wheel will probably get a little bit marked up. Yeah, I know that you can wear gloves while you are sim racing, and that will probably help with this problem, but I find that really weird, racing at home with a pair of gloves on. But yeah, so I'm not going to do that. So I would expect that this wheel will probably get marked up in a similar way. Yeah, but it feels like a really nice wheel, I have to say. I do really like the feeling of the wheel. I'm sure once it's attached it will feel really nice. Obviously after I've been using it a while, I'll probably do another video to talk about that. If we look on the back, it's really not that exciting, really. I would say that the buttons are nice, but they're not anything special. In fact, they just kind of feel like regular buttons. They don't feel like professional buttons or anything like that, you know. And the D-pad is pretty normal. It's like any other D-pad I've ever used. I'm not sure if this actually works. The Thrustmaster Formula 1 Addon Wheel, there were a lot of people that weren't very happy because there were a lot of dials on that wheel that didn't actually work. They were fake. So I wonder if this one is going to work. Obviously if I do a review of this wheel at a later date, I'll be able to explain if it actually works or not. I hope it does. Yeah, so that's this wheel. So then what I thought I would do is I'd kind of compare it as well to both of the Fanatec wheels that I have used in the past as well. So I've got the Fanatec Formula 1 wheel, and I've got the Fanatec GT wheel. Now the Fanatec GT wheel is a lot heavier, a lot. I'm really saying a lot. I'm finding it actually slightly hard for me to hold it. I find as well that the Alcantara, you know, this material, like as well with heavy use, it does also start to look a bit untidy, a little bit dirty, but it's not that bad. I'd say it isn't as bad as the rubber on the T500 wheels. The quality of this wheel feels much nicer. Like the metal here feels really nice. The buttons feel really nice, you know. Especially the rotary buttons are really nice. But then again, you would kind of expect that because this is a wheel which is a lot more expensive than the Thrustmaster wheel. The Thrustmaster wheel, I bought it for $130, and I believe this wheel, is it about $250, I think. You can have a look on their website, on the Fanatec website, but I believe it's $250. So you would expect a higher quality wheel for that kind of price, wouldn't you really? And again, the Fanatec F1 wheel, it's a lighter wheel, so it feels kind of a similar weight actually to the Thrustmaster GTE wheel. And obviously the size of the Fanatec wheel is a lot larger. It's really big, whereas obviously the F1 wheel is quite a small wheel. I mean, actually, if you put it over, it's actually not that far off. The size is kind of similar. If anything, the radius of the Fanatec wheel might even be slightly larger, you know? Although it's hard to tell, but it's very similar. Yeah? And obviously, it's quite a nice feeling wheel in the same way as the GT. I mean, actually, the buttons are exactly the same, and the rotary encoders and everything are exactly the same. Obviously, both of these have got built-in rev counters. Both of these have got the built-in rev counter and also an LED display. So you can kind of see why they're more expensive, because this wheel as well, I believe, is around the $250 mark. So you can see why these are more expensive. But it will be very interesting after actually using the Thrustmaster wheel, how I actually like it after using it, because although I prefer the T500 RS wheelbase over the Club Sport one, I do obviously really like these add-on wheels. They're amazing, really nice. I mean, they're a big plus of the Club Sport base, you know. But overall, I would still go with the T500 RS. Those of you that haven't already seen, I did make a video a few weeks ago that was actually a comparison of the T500 RS and the Club Sport wheelbases. So yeah, it might be an idea to go have a look at that. In fact, I'll probably put a link in the description for that video, and also for the store pages of all of these four wheels. Yeah. So there you go, guys. It was just a very quick overview of these wheels, and like I said, I haven't actually used this Thrustmaster GTE wheel yet, so obviously after using it I'll be able to provide more information. But if you have any specific questions, of course you can leave a comment in the comment section below. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.